Throughout middle and high school math classes, many students ask, why is this relevant or why is this important when referring to a topic that they may not necessarily enjoy. It's important in math to accept these topics and learn them because it's important to be math literate. And while many of them may not be useful for the future and you may just use them in high school and never use them again, there are some topics that will make you a better consumer and help you throughout the rest of your life. And one of them is how to determine tax and tips in a given situation. Whenever you go to a store, you will always pay tax on the items, and also it is important to tip the waiters and waitresses when you go out to eat. So this will be very relevant throughout the rest of your life and make you more math literate. When a store has a sale, you see advertisements for discounts. The discounts are usually given in percents, such as 20% off or 30% off. Percents are helpful in many situations involving money. Discounts, taxes, and tips are all described with percents. Understanding how to compute and use these percents can make you a smarter consumer. So first, we're going to talk about how to determine tax. So up here, I've written sales tax of 6% means that for every dollar an item costs, you need to pay an additional 6 cents for tax. So you can compute this by taking the dollar, so say an item costs $1, then you're going to add 6% of that dollar, which in this case is 6 cents. So your actual total is going to be $1.06. So sales tax is commonly used throughout the country for any retail product that you might buy. So it's very important to understand this. So let's look at this example here. Jill wants to buy a CD that is priced at $7.50. The sales tax is 6%. What will be the total cost? So here, we are going to take the subtotal, the cost of the CD, which is $7.50, and we are going to add 6% of the $7.50, which is going to be $7.50 and then 6% of $7.50, just multiplying, 0.06 times $7.50 is going to be another 45 cents for tax. So your actual total is going to be $7.95. So tax is extremely relevant in everyday life and will make you a more wise consumer. It is a very important topic to be math literate. So now we're going to talk about tips. At most restaurants, customers pay their server a tip for providing good service. A typical tip is 15 to 20% of the price of the meal. Some people calculate the tip based on the price of the meal before the tax is added, or others base the tip on the total cost after the tax is added. So it's not necessarily one way is right, one way is wrong. You can put the tip after you put the tax on or before. It'll be relatively the same amount. So like we said, a typical tip is 15 to 20% the price of the meal. This means if you get a sandwich at lunch that costs $7.95, you need to pay an additional 15 to 20% in order to tip the waitress. Most waiters and waitresses make below minimum wage, so this is how they can get the money to hopefully make the amount that the minimum wage is. But that's not very relevant. Okay, so we have the $7.95 is the price of the sandwich. And then we're going to take 15% of $7.95, and that comes out to $1.20. So you just do 0.15 times 7.95, and that means your total is going to be $9.15. So let's look at this example here. Luke gets a Coca-Cola that costs $1.50, a hamburger that costs $6.50, and a plate of fries that costs $3. How much money should he tip for his meal? So first, we are going to add up the total cost of his meal, and that is going to be, so let's see, $1.50 plus $6.50 plus $3 is going to give us $11. So that is the total cost of his meal, obviously not including the tip, but we're just negating that for now and just figuring out the tip. So how much money should he tip for his meal? You'll have to decide if what percentage you'll want to tip. In this instance, let's tip 15%. So we're going to do $11 plus the 15% of $11, which is just 0.15 times 11. And that is going to get us the total cost of his meal. So $11, and then 15% of $11 is $1.65. So that's how much the waitress is going to pocket. And that is going to get us $12.65. So that is going to be the total cost of his meal with adding up all the prices of the items he got plus the tip. So tax and tips are extremely important to understand. They're obviously used in the real world all the time. So as many math topics may not be relevant for the future that you learn throughout school and that you may complain about a lot, understanding tax and tips is one of them that you really, really do need to know in order to be a wise consumer and in order to be literate in math.